Acosta, editor-in-chief of Progressive Grocer, and I'm super excited to be joined today by Lauren Watkins, president of PuraVida Foods. We're going to talk about the power of food, which is a big, big theme at PuraVida Foods. And actually, specifically today, why parents are demanding healthier choices for their children to improve nutrition and to encourage smart eating habits. And so PuraVida, by the way, is a mission-driven food company that believes that food is meant to not only nourish our bodies, but also enhance our lives. And so Lauren is the perfect person to talk about this because she actually started PuraVida Foods after she found it difficult as a busy millennial mom to find quick, easy, and nutritionally superior foods for her and her family. So Lauren, welcome.
Thank you, Gina. It's a pleasure to be speaking with you.
So Lauren, let me start off by asking you, I know in the past we've talked about, the importance of understanding the impact of food on the body, the power of food, which is a big, big theme at PuraVida. How does this message change when we turn our focus to children's health and nutrition?
Well, I think it really starts with understanding how foods influence bodily systems and child development. Child health and nutrition is a topic that we all need to work more closely together on, and this includes food manufacturers and brands. It's a fact that children who grow up eating a more diverse diet of fruits, vegetables, and a variety of grains are more likely to maintain those eating habits later on in life. And the food industry is directly responsible for creating foods that are accessible to consumers, including children. And traditionally, this has meant highly processed artificial foods are sent with children to school and extracurricular activities. However, these snacks are often laden with artificial colors, flavors, preservatives, and jam-packed with sugars and complex ingredients that have no reason to be in children's foods. And we've seen such a great increase in childhood obesity rates, and I think that it's related to the types of foods that are accessible to children. And when children don't have the required vitamins and nutrients to power them through their day of learning and physical activity, it can lead to diminished performance because children don't have what they need to be successful in the classroom and on the playground. And it's time for food innovators to really step back and analyze the foods we create and dig deeper into how these foods play a role in child development and establishing healthy habits for life. We all have a role to play, and if we're more mindful of how our decisions impact the larger system, we can all make improvements that compound on one another to change the landscape of children's foods.
So, I always, go to the store and I always see, natural flavors and the ingredient list. And I'm always like, oh, what is that? Right. And I'm sure that parents are doing the same thing. Picking out their foods for their kids. But anyway, how do you think parents can help children develop these healthy eating habits specifically?
Well, Gina, I'm really glad that you brought that up. Healthy habits are something that I'm really passionate about. And parents only want what's best for their children. And I believe that there are two important components to this, which is education and establishing healthy eating habits. So there's no secret that children are like sponges and they soak up all different types of things that they observe and things that they're taught. And along the way, they're often asking lots of questions. Why are we doing this? Why is this happening? And that's because children are biologically programmed to observe others and see how we navigate our complex world. And in the process of learning how to navigate, they ask questions. And I think that it's paramount that we use these critical years to educate our children, for example, where food comes from and how our bodies use food. And through educating our children about food and nutrition, we also teach them that asking questions about the food they eat or the choices they make is critical to their health and well-being. So, it also opens up opportunities for us adults to learn something along the way.
Absolutely. It makes perfect sense. So, you talk about establishing healthy habits for life. Can you explain a little bit more what that means and how manufacturers can play a role in this?
Well, yeah, healthy habits don't only encompass our dietary patterns, but it also includes exercise and taking in the bigger picture of our health. And so continually challenging our minds and our bodies through lifelong learning, establishing different goals, participating in different types of activities is also a really big part of leading a healthy lifestyle. Our bodies are designed to adapt and continually be challenged. And so we have to think of the bigger picture of food that includes, what is taught at school, what is lived at home, and how the media and food companies all intertwine with one another and impact lifestyle choice. And so food manufacturers play a role in establishing healthy habits and helping people maintain them by being more mindful about the ingredients they choose to use and the products that they create. So food companies can educate society through, different platforms, whether that's social media or, promoting different things and helping consumers feel more connected to the foods that they buy and inviting that open dialogue directly with the consumer. It's a really exciting time to be a part of the industry because we are seeing traditional barriers of communication between consumers, retailers, and brands being broken down by social media, people reaching out and commenting and also calling hotlines and speaking with brands directly. And so consumers are demanding many more answers today than they have traditionally. And that's why I'm really excited about our Purevita Kids Life.
Yes, perfect segue. I was going to ask you about that. I'm so excited to hear all about Kids Life. Please, please, please tell us all about it.
At Purevita, we're really excited about our Purevita Kids Life. We have been working on this line for almost 2 years now. And this line of products is really going to revolutionize children's prepared foods by focusing on what we do best at Purevita. And that's delivering great tasting, healthy foods that you can be proud to feed your family. This line is going to be launched just in time and back to school and focuses on familiar favorites that kids already love, like a mac and cheese. But with this line, we're only going to use all natural, clean label ingredients as we do with all of our Purevita products, and really focus on delivering whole meals to kids that nourish children so they're set up for success no matter where their day takes them. It makes it easy for parents to win at mealtime because they have something convenient on hand in the freezer that's ready in under 5 minutes, and kids feel great because it's something that's familiar to them, but also tastes really, really great.
Awesome. Clean label is such a huge thing. Every single time I'm on TikTok or, other social media, there's somebody on there pontificating with a video about, how they go to the grocery store and study each label.
Yeah.
People are really, really laser focused on studying labels, and they're just putting stuff right back on the shelf, if they see any ingredients that are weird or foreign to them. So really,
consumers are much more focused on educating themselves and really turning over the package. And not only that, but diving into who a brand is and how that brand, that is socially responsible or other things that they do as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So how does Purevita Kids Life tie into sort of establishing healthy habits for life?
Well, we've created an educational campaign to help parents and families and children, work on establishing those healthy habits and maintaining them. So we're partnering with doctors and healthcare professionals, as well as children's networks, to bring awareness and education to children's nutrition. We're going to be posting educational information and fun kids recipes and tools to help kids get involved more in the cooking process so that they develop those lifelong skills. But not only that, they're also learning about the foods that they're eating so that from a young age, we're instilling, creating a safe space around food and around the kitchen so that they can ask questions and continue to learn.
Wonderful. Well, I know that this is probably like, another passionate part of your job, as a mom and everything. So I think that what you're doing is amazing. So thank you very much. Your products are so awesome. So it was a pleasure to talk to you again. And thanks very much for joining me today.
Likewise, Gina, thank you very much for having me.